Welcome back to another day of Read Aloud. You guys have been crushing our story charts, and today we get to start a new story and work on the setting and the talking characters. Let's do what good readers do, and let's review our words. Say, so easy. Nice job. Let's get started. S stands for get ready, go. S stands for setting. T stands for talking characters. O stands for oops, there's a problem. R stands for attempts to resolve. Y stands for yes, there's a solution. Setting is ready, go. Setting is where and when the story takes place. Characters are get ready, go. Characters are the people, animals, or things acting in a story. Problem is get ready, go. Problem is something that the character wants or needs, but they cannot have. Good. R stands for get ready, go. R stands for attempts to resolve. An attempt is when you try something, but it doesn't work. Let's do that one more time. An attempt is get ready, go. An attempt is when you try something, but it doesn't work. And finally, Y. Yes, there's a solution. Solution is get ready, go. Solution is how the problem is solved. Nice hard work. Now let's talk about where they take place. S and T, get ready, go. S and T take place in the beginning. O and R take place in the middle. Y takes place at the end. Good. So our new story that we get to begin today is titled Dear Juno. When we read today, we're going to start the book, but we're not going to finish. Ooh. We're going to start the book and listen for our S and our T. What is S? Yes, S is the setting. So should I just give where? Okay, don't yell, don't yell. Yeah, I gotta make sure I include when as well. You are right. Smart cookies over there. Because your brain say, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Good job. So I want to make sure I'm including where and when. So what is T? What do I put in the T today? Talking characters. Good job. And we know characters are the people, animals, or things acting in the story. So we're going to be listening for S and T today. So as we're reading the beginning of our book today, I have a challenge for you. Are you ready for it? I don't know. Are you sure? Can you do it? Can I have you handle it? Okay, here it is. My challenge for you today is while we're reading the beginning of our story, I want you to be thinking about character mental state. Who remembers what character mental state is? Are you ready for a clue? All right, get ready. Watch me. Do you know it now? Yeah, character mental state is what the character is thinking and feeling. Yeah, what they're thinking and how they're feeling. We're thinking about that as we read the beginning of our story to help us figure out later on what our problem is. So as we read this book in the beginning of the story, we're going to be asking ourselves, how is Juno feeling? What is he thinking about? To help us better understand the story. You ready? Let's get started. Dear Juno. Juno watched as the red and white blinking lights soared across the night sky like shooting stars and waited as they disappeared into faraway places. Juno wondered where they came from. He wondered where they were going. And he wondered if any of the planes came from a little town near Seoul, where his grandmother lived and where she ate persimmons every evening before bed. Sorry, I don't understand what these blinking lights are. So I'm going to ask myself, what are the blinking lights? And then I'm going to reread, like good readers do, to find my answer. I know that good readers use text evidence, so I can go back and use that text evidence, and I can also use the picture. Juno watched as the red and white blinking lights soared across the night sky like shooting stars, and waited as they disappeared into faraway places. Oh, and I'm looking in the picture too. I see an airplane. Do you see an airplane? Nice work. That must be an airplane then. Good job. I know we're thinking about the setting. Where are we? And when is it? Yeah, we're at Juno's house. And we're outside. We're outside Juno's house. Good work. At Juno's house at night. Let's put that on our chart. Fantastic job figuring out our setting so far as we've been reading. I know it's only the beginning of the story, but we already know where and when our story starts off. Which one is my where? I know where is a place. Where is a? Yes, where is a place? Where did we say we are? At Juno's house. Good job. So then what is my when? Do you remember when? It's a time of. Yes, it's a time of day. When is get ready, go. When is in the morning, afternoon, or night? Yeah, we're at night. Let's keep reading. Juno looked at the letter that came that day. It was long and white and smudged. He saw the red and blue marks on the edges and knew the letter came from far away. His name and address were neatly printed on the front, so he knew the letter was for him. But best of all, the special stamp on the corner told Juno that the letter was from his grandmother. Good reading. So, I know that Juno can read his name, just like all of you, because he sees it printed on the front of the letter. How did Juno know that the letter was from far away? How did he know it was from far away? I'm going to take some time to go back in the text and look for your text evidence. How does Juno know that the letter is from somewhere far away? Say, we're thinking. Yeah, we're thinking. Go ahead, keep looking in that text. Yeah, he saw the red and blue marks on the edges, and he knew that the letter had come from far away. His name and address were neatly printed on the front, and he knew that the letter was from him. And best of all, the stamp in the corner told Juno that the letter was from his grandmother. And I remember on page 2 that the text said that he wondered if any of the planes came from a little town near Seoul, where his grandmother lived. So he knows that this letter must have come from a far away place. Through the window, Juno could see his parents. He saw bubbles growing in the sink. He saw dirty dishes waiting to be washed. He knew he would have to wait for the cleaning to be done before his parents could read the letter to him. What else in this picture shows us that we are at Juno's home? There's more evidence to our setting. What do we see? And what did it say in the text his parents are doing that confirms and tells us, yes, we are at Juno's house? Yeah, the parents are doing the dishes in the kitchen. And I know a kitchen is part of a house, part of Juno's house. So we must still be at Juno's house. I can tell that Juno doesn't want to interrupt his parents because he's waiting for them to finish washing the dishes before asking them to read him the letter. Maybe I can read the inside too, Juno said to his dog, Sam. Sam wagged his tail. Very carefully, Juno opened the envelope. Inside, he found a letter folded into a neat small square. Scholars, I see Juno showing one of our core values. Can you think of the core value? Yeah, enthusiasm. He's showing enthusiasm by encouraging, telling himself, being confident that he can read the letter himself. I can also tell that Juno is really excited because he's smiling in the picture as he opens the envelope. He unfolded it. Tucked inside were a picture and a dried flower. Juno looked at the letters and words he couldn't understand. He pulled out the photograph. It was a picture of his grandmother holding a cat. He pulled out the red and yellow flower. It felt light and gentle, like a dried leaf. Juno smiled. Come on, Sam, Juno said. Let's find Mom and Dad. Scholars, let's look at the picture evidence on this page. What do you notice about the letter grandmother wrote him? Yeah, I noticed that too. It's written in a different language. So why does Juno need to find his mom and dad? Yeah, he needs their help to read it. So he's going to go find them to help him. Good work. Grandma has a new cat, Juno said as he handed the letter to his mother, and she's growing red and yellow flowers in her garden. How do you know she has a cat? Juno's father asked. She wouldn't send me a picture of a strange cat, said Juno. I guess not, said Juno's father. How do you know the flower is from her garden? Asked Juno's mother. She wouldn't send me a flower from someone else's garden, Juno answered. No, she wouldn't, said Juno's mother. Then Juno's mother read him the letter. Scholars, what was the other story element that takes place in the beginning? Yeah, the talking characters. Who are some characters that we have met so far? Nice thinking. Yeah, our main character, Juno. We've met Juno. Who else have we met? Mom and Dad, you're right. I noticed that Mom and Dad and Juno, what kinds of characters are those? Yeah, you're right. Are they people, animals, or things? Show me. Yeah, they are people. Do we just include people? Say no way. Yeah, we include people, animals, or things. So who's an animal that we've met? Sam. Sam is Juno's dog. You are so smart. Nice hard work. So Vista Voyagers, I have added Juno, I added Mom and Dad, and I added Sam the dog. There's one more character that I would like us to add. Even though she's not directly acting in the story in the beginning, she's going to play an important role in our story. Who is she? Yes, grandmother. Let's add her to the chart too. So scholars, we just found out that grandmother wrote Juno a letter. Tomorrow we will get to read and find out what that letter says. But today I gave you a challenge. What did I challenge you to think about while we were reading today? Yeah, I challenged you to think about character mental state. Let's review character mental state together. Character mental state is what the character is thinking and feeling. So let's think about Juno. What is Juno thinking and what is he feeling at the beginning of our story? Well, when we think about what happened in the beginning, we know he was outside his house, thinking about the airplanes, wondering about the town his grandmother was from. Then he got a letter, and it was from Grandma, and how was he feeling? Remember we talked about how he showed enthusiasm? If he's showing enthusiasm, how is he feeling? Yeah, so excited, so happy to hear from his grandmother. He's feeling so loved getting a letter from her. Good. Tomorrow we will continue to read, and we'll look for our problem and our attempts to resolve. See if we could do that. SNT, get ready, go. SNT, take place in the beginning. S stands for setting. Setting is get ready, go. Setting is where and when. Oops, let's try again. Setting is get ready, go. Setting is where and when the story takes place. Woo, silly Miss Coil. T stands for talking characters. Characters are get ready, go. Characters are the people, animals, or things acting in the story. Today we read the beginning of Dear Juno. We found our setting story element and our talking character story element. We're on our path to retell. To read. Readers, get ready, go. Readers, retell a story. Tell it again and again. Tell the events in order, beginning, middle, end. Wonderful job today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, Vista Voyagers.